Guys, or back here, I have a '07 Dodge Charger. Customer complaint is rattle in the front end. First off, it's the first thing that I see when I raise it up is these ball joints right here, and they are a common problem. And what I do to check that is usually there's a hole in the control arm to where you can kind of tuck the pry bar in there, but in this case it isn't, so I just kind of grab right on the spring. Turn some light on for you. Right on the spring here. Man, it's hard to do out with the camera. But then I just pull down, and as you see, the ball joint is not moving. So then I'll go to this side and do the same thing. No movement. So it couldn't be too bad. When you got it jacked up on jack stands or on a hoist like this, it is kind of difficult because you're not going to put as much pressure as a car is. So then I'll raise the vehicle up. And I'll come to this tire and I will shake it from side to side, up and down. And on this one and this tire, there was no movement. So the most common problem on a Dodge front end is these little boys right here. And as you can see, that bushing is pretty much wore out. And this metal piece right here is actually touching this. So, and then you can go whoop, 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 whoop. Usually you can do it by hand. But just for demonstration purposes, I'm going to use my pry bar here. And it is moving. Next thing is these links right here. Them, on the other hand, what I do a lot of times, I'll just grab a hold of it, pull up and down, and I couldn't see it move. Right here, you'll see it. It'll actually come out. So in that case, that one's good. Go to this side, pull down, push up, no movement. So far, all we need so far is these bushings. Now this lower control arm right here, this is a pretty common thing. Obviously this one has been changed, but to check it, put your pry bar in here, just kind of push down. And see, oh my, look at that. Goes to show you, brand new parts doesn't mean nothing. That is defective. Brand new part, defective. So now we'll go to this side. Same thing. Put the pry bar in there. And see how it's moving side to side? That's fine. Side to side movement isn't a bad thing. But up and down is what we're looking for. And as you can see, it's not moving up and down. Ball joints. This one's definitely recently been changed. It's displayed by all the grease. But this, as you can see, I can lift the boot right up. Kinda weird. Being a new part and all. But now, to check it, put it right there on the lip, right under this control arm, push up. And look at that, there is a little bit of movement. Same thing on this side. Come to this side. Pry bar right there. Tuck up on that. Pry up. No movement on that one. Alright, so now we have checked lower ball joint, lower control arm, inner and outer tie rod here by moving the tire side to side, and sway bar bushings, stabilizer link pins, stab pins. So we've checked it all out, and in my case, I need ball joint to change this brand new lower control arm forward, because this is the rearward control arm. A lot of people call it the torque strut. I've heard it called the torsion strut arm, but I just go lower control arm frontward, lower control arm rearward. And of course we need these bad boys right here, stabilizer pin. Another thing I wanted to show you, it is to do with the front end, but it isn't really necessarily going to cause a rattle, is this intermediate shaft right here. And you see this, it's just like a U-joint in here. And what I do is I'll just take the shaft, I'll kind of go back and forth with it. And as you see, it's not. This piece right here would actually be separating from this piece. So, in this case, it's good. It looks actually like it's newer. So, other than that, guys, I just wanted to do kind of a quick tip thing on these Dodge Chargers. If you do need front end parts, best way to do it is to go to eBay, look up Detroit Axle. They have a whole kit dedicated to Dodge Chargers. Basically comes with everything other than the sway bar bushings. I haven't been able to find one with the sway bar bushings, and these I actually get from the dealer because they last the longest and they're a lot easier to put on than like the Moogs. The Moogs are horrible. They're so hard to open, it will hurt your fingers. Oh, and if you have like a tingy rattle noise, backing plates constantly getting loose, and they'll rattle, and it gives that kind of noise there, kind of like a metal to metal tingy noise. So, but other than that, guys, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.